All right, YouTube. It's part two. Came and put the plate and the harness back in the car because I wanted to see, the way I got it ran. I wanted to see if some stuff needed to be cut or made longer. Like I said, this is the passenger side injectors and coil wires, and actually they can be shortened. So I'm gonna get them straight. So it'll sit over there like that, and these can be shortened. Once I get them, I can cut a little bit off and then solder them back, make them a little bit shorter. See that? Because they go all the way out here. This one, if I untape that, it'll go back there. If you didn't know, the injectors have numbers on them, so put them back in the correct place. I think the transmission wires will be straight. They go all the way back there. This doesn't belong here. I'll loosen that. This one actually goes on that side. Hold on, YouTube. All right. And this one actually connects to the other one. So, all right, I'm back. Had the camera the wrong way. So, my transmission wires, I'm probably not gonna run them like this. They'll be running the regular correct way. I just wanted to see if they'll reach all the way to the back. So there's enough cable for that. So I don't need to shorten those or make them longer. They can stay like they are. All these cables are going inside the car. Like I said, this is the big mess right here that in the driver's side. It's all tangled up. Some of this stuff probably gonna be made shorter once I get it untangled. I don't want to cut some of this stuff because you can see trying to snake it through, you might have something else in the way that needs to come back, or it just needs to be cut and straightened out. I don't want to cut it right now while it's here in the car, so I'd rather do it at the house and I can remember solder it back. Once I cut it, solder it back. Trying to just store starter and stuff. And I still got temperature, which needs to go back and go that way. And then the starter wires, which needs to go back under here like they were going, and over to the starter. But overall, I think it's going to be good. Like I say, some of these cables, some of these wires can be shortened, especially these. Especially this right here can be shortened a lot. Like, I could cut off all that maybe and solder it back. Like my oil temperature, my oil sensor and the NOx sensors wires can be probably shortened because they're super long. So it's gonna be all back there because I'm trying to just have one little seamless, and you got the drop-offs to go to the sensors or whatever, and like those cables need to go inside the car, and then the mouth release needs to come over here because it's gonna be over here. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on it. I hate to cut some of these wires, but I might have to cut some of them to get them untangled, and I just have to label them. It's like, hey, this goes back to here. So I'll hit y'all back. All right, YouTube, man. That's a mess on that, all that wiring over there. So pretty much, I'm gonna go back over here and tape off where I need to cut and shorten and stuff like that. This stuff right here, I'm gonna leave alone till I get back to the house and I can cut, get it all straightened out, solder it back, and then may have to come back, lay it out, see what I need to cut again, and no, because it's tangled over there, and I ain't fit to sit here and just trying. I just need to cut where it's tangled up at and get it all straightened out and do it that way. It'll be easier. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go back over this side. I got the starter and the crank sensor is down here. I'm gonna pull it and see and get it back around over there, make sure it's good. I don't think it needs to be cut or anything. It's a big old mess over on this side. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it down. And make sure it gets over to the starter. And that'll be that. Go over there and take some stuff that I need to cut, tape it, say chop right here, put together. I'll show y'all. And this stuff, when I get back to the house, I'll deal with it there because it's just clutterness. I don't want to do it here in the car. So, but I'll cut y'all back on.
Drop that shit,
All right, YouTube, I'm back. I got mixed up a little bit. I was like, cause there was numbers on there and on these right here, and I was going by these numbers, and I was having some of the same number. I was like, oh, hold on. So I got a little diagram. I'll probably put the link in the description where you can go get it. It'll tell you what the pin and what color the wire is and what injector it is. So this is 7, and that goes on the driver's side. So right now I'm just going through, trying to untangle all this mess right here. And I'm gonna bring it all right here because I think that's where it needs to be. Try to bring everything right here. This is black, so this is black with a white. Hold on. black and white is 5. This is black and white. I thought it was 1. So yeah, make sure y'all get those right. 5, and this is 1. All black is 1. And 5, 1, 7. And there's 1 more, which should be 3, I believe. It should be 3, so trying to get everything in a seamless position. Untangle it. It's still kind of tangled, but it'll be all right up here. So this will be my for the driver's side, and that's the passenger side over there. So maybe I could probably come down a little bit, like right up in here. So we're gonna get back to it, YouTube. And I'm not gonna shorten them or nothing right now. I shortened 1, and I shouldn't have did that because it might be too short. Because let's see, 1 has to be a little bit long because it goes to the front, I believe. 1, yeah, and then this the one I shortened 5 goes second to last, so it may be fine how it is. I just put it back as almost as the original link. So we'll get those together and untangle these. So I'm gonna have to cut it and solder it back so I can get it untangled. So let's get back to it.
Drop that shit, cuz.
All right, YouTube, quick little update, part 2. Back at the house, y'all probably seen some video of me doing some soldering and getting all this untangled. That mess that was right there. It's still a mess, but it's untangled. So now that the only thing that's in the back of the harness is the mouth sensor. I think it's the mouth, whatever. That's the only thing left. I got extra cables and stuff, wired, if I need. But yeah, that's the only thing left in the back. Starter stuff. They go by the starter, the cant. I think it's the crank sensor. I didn't want to get all these grounds tangled up in that, so they go all the grounds. I'll tell you. And just all the stuff that needs to come off. The injectors for the driver's side are right there. Alternator stuff, temp sensor, all that's in that bunch right there. That's fine. So I'm gonna tie all that up and leave it for right now. Transmission stuff and knock sensor, all that stuff is right there. Which is going to be shortened. I'm gonna shorten that next once I get all this tied up and corrected. This right here is the other injectors for the passenger side that needs to be shortened. I'm shorten that next. This right here is the O2. I think it's the O2. See how long it is? That thing longer than the transmission wires. So I'm gonna cut it down to maybe here. And I gotta re-add the ground back over here. So, and what I wanna do with these grounds, make sure everything's tied down to the ground. I got one that's right here. Where's the other piece to it? It's somewhere in here. There's another piece. There's gonna be one ground to go to the block. Since that'll go to the block, then I want to have another ground somewhere in here, go on the firewall, and then another one, probably another one right here is also to go to the block. And then I want to branch off another one that needs to go to the battery. And I don't know if there was one that went to the starter. I don't know, because that was on the starter. Then okay, yeah, that's fine. But man, I'm grinding. So shorten that wire, long wire over there, and just tie strap some of this stuff down. Yeah. I'll catch y'all back on. Show y'all some more stuff.
Drop that shit.